Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at Cube by Lunacy Audio. So Cube are holding a big sale for this autumn-fall season. Okay, so you can get the Everything bundle now for $249 instead of $399. You can get Cube on its own for $99 instead of $149. You can get Cube Mini for $39. Normally 49, and the airs, threads, rumbles, pastels, the Lunacy expansion packs, they're all 29 and they're normally 49. And you get two new ones as well. Well, they've been out a little while now. Dust and Canopies, which is part of the Artist Collection expansion packs, they're 19 instead of $29. Right. Okay. I'm also want to show you the new pack portal. And this is very cool. This is where you can download all the packs and stuff that you have from right inside of Cube. So you can scroll up and down. These are the extras, the free stuff you can get as well if you've bought Cube. And yeah, we're going to be taking a look at some patches from Dust and some patches from Canopies. Canopies is made with Ben Jordan and Dust with Venus Theory. So very, very cool as well. If you don't know, this is a patch from Canopies. Actually, I think it's not. I think it's a patch from Dust. Yeah, let's choose another one. So this is by Venus Theory. Let it load up here. Okay. If you don't know, Cube uses 8 samples, well, up to 8 samples, and you can blend between them with this Cube here in all sorts of cool ways using the orbits. You can select orbits here anytime you like. And there's some like sharp ones. We can go complex. And this will all affect how it sounds. If we're on our main page, you have 3 controls: ether. Now all these samples have 2 dynamic layers and ether blends between those. And then you have a macro. The macro will be different for every single preset. You can assign anything you like to a macro. For instance, on this particular page, which is the main page, if we click any of these LFOs here, so it may look like this, open modulations, hold macro, and you'll see ether and filter are highlighted there, which means that they can be assigned to the macro. Same with the LFOs. If I hold an LFO, I can assign either the ether or the filter to the LFO. However, if I'm on the orbits page here and I hold LFO, it shows me a different set of parameters. So say, for instance, look, this X parameter. See what that does? We could hold LFO1, drag it over here, and now we can adjust the amount. And LFO1 is now controlling the X parameter. If we go into our modulations here, you can see LFO1 here, and you can say, like, well, let's have this as a random. Let's speed the rate up. Let's go back and see what that's done to our orbit, our XY. Very cool. Okay, let's try another patch, shall we? Let's move our intensity around. So look, if you look here, we've got A, B, C, D, and then E, F here, and G, we can H. If we go to our F, we can put in a sample. So we can just choose anything there, that'll be fine, switch it on. And now we've changed that. But if we look at our global overview here on our sounds page, you can see that we have 5 samples loaded and up to another 3 that we can put in. So we can have up to 8 samples, right? So if we switch this on and go in and have a look, we can choose any sample we like. And we can drill down our search. So there are absolutely tons of samples. You can also use your own. So let's choose this one, shards here. We change that sound again. Let's close the browser. Let's go to this. And you can do lots of different things with these samples. But I'm going to show you this on a much simpler patch, I think, so you get a better idea. So if we go to overview, nice. I'm going to go into my browser here, go to factory, go to init, close that out. Here's our initial patch, right? So building a patch in Cube is really easy. You'll see that we have access. We can move our orbit around here like this. And if you want to move up higher, you need to press shift and scroll on your keyboard. So I'm going to just hold shift on my keyboard and move this up. And now I'm accessing this first one here, which is empty. I can move this across here. Now this will have something in it. But I'm going to go in here now and change that sound, right? So let's go. I've got this mineral taps now. If I like that sound, I can make adjustments to it. So switch on the envelope here. I'm gonna make it a little bit softer. I can reverse it. I can drag this in a little bit. I can pan it around. So let's go to B. So you can select the different ones here, and let's go like, oh, okay, let's choose maybe an organic sound here. What's this one? I really don't know. But we're going to need to go back to our page here and move our orbit over to B. So nice. Let's go back to our sounds and make a few adjustments to that patch. Definitely want some envelope on this. Pan that maybe a little bit that way. We'll go into our two ways to manipulate samples. We'll go basic, we'll go into tweak, we'll switch loop on, which is now going to loop at this speed, but we have an arpeggiator. So I'm going to switch that on to up and down. But we have loads of different arpeggiator type patterns as well we can use. Let's just scroll around here, choose one. These are presets, so or we could just stick with our normal up and down. Right, cool beans. Let's look at our effects now. What else we've got? I can show you actually. We can switch it to monophonic. Don't want that. We can solo it if we've got lots of other samples going on. All right, now let's go back to our main page a sec. Now we've got this. And the ether will use the dynamic layering, and there won't be any macro assignments because we're on an init patch. If we go to modulations and go to modulation matrix now, we can see that there are no modulation assignments anywhere yet. So maybe we could target something with the macro. Let's switch macro on. Let's look at what we've got. No macro, that's fine. I'm going to pick and choose maybe something from the effects. So I don't know, where's the reverb mix? somewhere around here. There we go. Oh, reverb size, that might be good. So now we've assigned reverb size to the macro. Okay, so let's go to effects. Let's look at reverb, and we've got it turned on. Okay, you can hear that now. So if we go back to our main page now, so let's look at our effects just one more time, and I'm going to turn the size of that down. Now we've assigned that reverb size to our macro. But look, let's make some sort of orbit for this now, okay? So we're in orbits now. We can choose an orbit, of course, like this one, but we won't hear anything until it gets to about there. But we can make adjustments to the rotation so that we can hear it, or we could just create a new orbit. So this one, step one's obviously here already, so that's fine. We could go step 2, which is already selected. We can have here, add a third one here, and put that there. Hit save. Edit this, exit now. So there we go. I could put something in there as well, so because we're tracking around there and all, so that should be pretty cool. Let's just choose anything, it doesn't matter. Let's try another. Actually, I'm going to try something like something from organics. Nice. So now you've made your orbit, and then you can go in and you can just save your patch if you want to. I'm not going to bother saving that. Okay, so let's blast through some of these from canopies as well. But it's really easy to use, this is. I'm going to mute my microphone and blast through some of these patches for you. So there you go. I don't really need to go any further. You can just go nuts. You can really dig in. You've got loads of effects to play with, tons of preset orbits that you can just change on the fly. Of course, you can go into the orbit builder and make your own. You can stay on the main page and just play with the ether control or the macros. You can turn off the cube graphics. You also have this eco mode, which is if your computer is slow. I mean, mine's not the fastest computer, but it tends to deal with cube okay. But you can go into eco mode and it kind of takes it down to just one, one sample sort of thing. And you some global controls that you can switch on for. So whichever screen you're on, maybe you're in the main page or the mod page, you've still got control over the macro, the filter, the ether. Awesome stuff. And look at the modulation. Look, you can, target effects. You can target anything in the mods. Sorry, miss my eyes. Global corners. So you can do all sorts of cool stuff. You just got to dig in and have a blast, guys. Listen, thanks very much for watching. I would like to thank as well also Lunacy Audio for sponsoring this video. It's very kind of them. But they don't see the video and they don't tell me what to say, that kind of thing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Go and check Cube out. I'll go and stick it in the link because it's especially with the sale on, it's awesome stuff. It's one of the most interesting instruments I think that you can get. Anyway, top job, cool beans. I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.